All right, here we go, folks. Here we go. Picture number 44. All right, very high pollen. All right. I mean, shoot, if I could have quit my job to do this, would have. Rick is getting paid. For sure, man. I need YouTube, Google. Get on that. TikTok, get on it. Push my content out. Let me get discovered. Let me make more moolah to do law, as my dad would say. I was gonna give you guys a friendly reminder. July 2nd is my birthday. I'll be turning 33 this year. And if you would like to make my birthday a little bit more special, you can do that by donating directly to my Venmo, Stormer Show, spelled exactly the way the name of the channel is, STORMERSHOW. A cool $40 donation gets you Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree gameplay. That's right, ladies and gents. It's a new song. And I ought to clarify, that's what $40 donated could get you. That's what it might get you. Because things go south here on the show. I might need to use that for like food and water. Staples. Yeah, that's right. It was a heist.
Aye, Geralt.
Right. So what's our current objective? No, we're not on Wine Boys.
Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I'd gladly take with me.
Not now. The vault. That's our target. Is that
Yes, but we shall raise the starting What's this? Guards! Guards!
Well, that's that. We're buggered.
You said...
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm.
You still have the wood swords, dude? Ow. Why does Geralt all of a sudden have a code? Like, I'm not gonna kill anybody. I was gonna say, like, he had no problem previously to this, chopping people's heads off and dismembering their limbs. How am I not hitting these other people? Yeah, is there a reason you're hitting me in the back? I'm stuck? Might be stuck. Alright, I think I found my new favorite thing in the game. The world with a wooden stick. But yeah, Geralt did not have any predilections previously with murdering and maiming people. So why now?
Him. He's not to flee.
Well, you gotta wait.
Lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
What kind of botch job is this?
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not. But we do have hostages.
Mercy, master! On the count of three, we go in! 1, 2...
Come one step closer and folk will die.
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want! I beg you!
Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
Alright, time to start killing guys.
So tell me a joke. Any joke. So long as it's funny.
Excuse me? This is no...
Got a tip for you. No charge. Every tip after this will cost you, in the blood of an innocent. When talking to someone who's holding hostages, never use the words no, not, but, or maybe. Understand, Reginald?
My name's not Reg.
You're not supposed to say not!
Huh, see that? This one gets the idea. And if I want to call you Reginald, I'll call you Reginald. Clear?
Yes. Clear.
Excellent. So let me hear the joke, Reginald. And believe me, you better hope it makes
And
me
I'm hard to
laugh.
make laugh, by the way.
A little elfin runs up to his mother, calling poop poop. She says, "It's over there, love. Cut yourself a slice."
What happened? Also, that was not funny. I thought he was the demolition expert. Okay, we gotta do this.
Not good.
Yeah, we're still using wooden swords for some reason. I put him in the wooden blender. Ow.
Let's dance.
He didn't last. Yeah, not so tough. Yeah, go ahead.
Damn it,
Keep switching
explosion
out.
Triggered that fight. Could have done without both.
That explosion gets us in the vault.
Where's Eveline?
Just fled. All the better. Fewer hands reaching out for loot. Come on before reinforcements arrive.
Hurry up, dude. We need a house. Like an entire house. How am I supposed to fit that in my sack? Geralt says. I needed a smaller fare. Something a little bit smaller, a little bit more valuable.
A mighty fine whoop that was. A wee bit loud, aye, on account I had to add more fulminating silver than usual, but...
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
Understand I need a house. Yes, IRL as well. Yeah, just take all of these necklaces and diamonds. Diamonds are forever, you know.
Same paintings were on the block. Same paintings were on the block.
Okay, is
Same paintings were on the
Okay.
block.
They're in the
there's-
vault. Lock themselves in.
Alright, guys.
Same paintings were on the block.
Yeah. Oh, man, why is there so much stuff? Or you guys could help, you know, like I didn't do this on my own for a reason. I thought 3 heads were better than 1 because you guys have
don't
more
know who you're
hands.
fucking with.
Oh great, more guys. You're just like I don't have my actual
Luxury,
swords.
I know all too well.
Yule?
Greetings, brother. Been years.
Stun me stupid and slap me happy.
What?
Right. Should have known. Same eyes, same double chin, same rotten heart. Just one question. This family reunion? What's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. Years of poverty. Humiliation. Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. And it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
Like, do I really have to pick sides, dude? What do you think, dwarf guy? Casimir? Casimir, what do you think? And I say matters. And what is the name of this quest, by the way? I'm forgetting. Uh, okay, it's Open Sesame is the name of the quest. Yeah, a lot of interesting quests. Oh man, that was annoying. I remember Avid Collector. Ugh. Is there a cutoff point? This quest is the cutoff point. Are you serious? Is there, can I just skip this, dude? Do I have to do it? Apparently one of those things that I got had to be disenchanted. Or dismantled, whatever it's called. And yeah, dismantled. Like I had no idea. Random diagrams. I think it's late now. I'm in the middle of Open Sesame. Oh, and I had to buy gear from her? Oh my gosh, this is becoming a headache. Apparently, this is the only way to have gotten the Viper School gear. She sold the diagrams. And there wouldn't be another opportunity to get them. My problem with that is it was like an hour ago of gameplay. Like, I don't want to have to replay through all of that just because of that. Eating Vivaldi's. I'm trying to decide if it makes sense to reload at this point. Like, I am so freaking frustrated with this game at this point. I've just been playing over here playing the game, just trying to have fun. And meanwhile, I missed out on all this stuff. I'll have to, like, what I'll have to do again, I'll have to fight the guys. Casimir stays with Evolds. Is it worth getting the Viper set? Because I didn't choose the purchase item for her, I missed the opportunity, and I won't be able to get the set now. I'm also missing a quest, Dark Legacy, which I didn't do. And I have to reload all the way to the part where I met Countess Magnol to be able to do it. Oh my gosh, dude, this is so stupid, man. Base game. Yeah, Countess, for example, yeah. Picking it up. Level 39 for the legendary sets. I think part of me just like, screw it, dude. Level 39. I'm just gonna have to say it, man. Missable content was always my pet peeve with this game. Always. I feel like I'm just hit below the belt every single time by just trying to play the game. I think I'm gonna say screw it. Yes, I am missing a couple of diagrams. And apparently you have to do that other quest too. Dark Legacy, you have to do that too for some reason prior to completing this quest. Otherwise, you can't go back and do it. Ah, it's just so freaking stupid, guys. Like, unbelievably stupid. And the quest does play out differently depending on who you recruited, Quinto or Casimir. I think I'm gonna say screw it. Like, I have no idea how far back I would have to go. I think I'd have to go back before this, right? Yeah, man, that sucks so much, man. I think that like ruined today's entire episode. Just that stupid crap with this quest. Like, and I've talked about that before in my reviews, man. I cannot stand it when they have bull crap in games like that that you miss. And I think the number one reason why I haven't resubbed to WoW because I don't agree with the Black Proto. I don't agree with the Swift Zulian Tiger. Stop taking content out of the game. Stop forcing players to backtrack and miss stuff just because they're playing the game. It's freaking baloney, man. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead. Ewald. So I might have to fight Casimir. Casimir stays with the Ewalds. As far as I could tell, there are no advantages and disadvantages to either option. What happens if I don't choose?
Not about to meddle, especially not in family matters.
Then you'd have done better not to break into my vault.
Is it default to
I
Ewalds?
fear it's too late to turn neutral. Stand with
Oh.
me, and I shall drape you in gold. Stand against me, and you'll remain here forever.
Honestly, I hate both of them.
Of two evils, guess I prefer you, Horst.
Casimir turns. Spoiler.
How dare you?
Hate to be taken for a ride. Said that from the start. Should have treated it seriously.
Also, I have no freaking loyalty to anyone here, by the way. My allegiance is with Kaer Morhen. Okay, it's nice I got my sword back at least.
Never fight a witcher.
Yeah, that was fast. That's for dragging me into your crappy revenge plot. And yes, I did definitely want to punch Lambert in the face for
Even your
his.
accomplices have turned against you.
Like, if you want to get revenge, and I've said this before too, take it in your own hands. Don't pull everyone else in your crappy revenge plot, okay?
But not I. A brother once, a brother always. I'm prepared to forgive you.
Is that so?
On one condition. That you acknowledge me as head of the family. And bow before me. I might have fallen prey had I not known. But I do, you all. The bad shilling that always turned up. Bathe and dress him for the funeral. Something presentable. I'll not have him bring me more shame.
I think I'm gonna get started on my review because that really ticks me off.
At last, How I despise unfinished business.
What do you say we talk about my reward?
As I said, take whatever you please.
And as I said,
Of course, The Witcher.
I want Max Borsodi's house, whatever it is.
You fail to understand. Scrolls, documents, the will in there. None of this can land in Olgierd's hands. Not for any price.
Any? You sure?
Yes, Witcher. I'd sooner die than let you have those papers.
I'm a little bit disappointed. Yeah, confuddled. I thought it was a word. Okay, so here's what I got so far. Pros. Beautiful, expansive world to explore. Characters based on actual models. Interesting story. Yes. Sheesh, I feel like he used the word beautiful too much. How would you describe the music in this game? Melodious, sure. Cons, missable content, big time. Like that is one of my biggest pet peeves in gaming in general, is missable content. I feel like I want to smack a developer anytime they put that in the game. I'm like, do not make it missable. If I'm playing the game, if I'm having fun, freaking let me. And don't force me to have my nose buried in a freaking strategy guide the entire time. And I said that for some other game too recently. What was it? Was it Sekiro? I think it was one of the Resident Evil games. It's on the tip of my tongue. What was I remarking about that? Like, you have to use the guide. It was actually Oxenfree. That's what it was. It was Oxenfree. Because there was a bunch of stuff like unlockables and achievements that you would miss out on if you didn't have background knowledge of the game. If you didn't have prior knowledge, you could totally miss it. And this game is the same freaking way with those stupid Viper diagrams and this stupid freaking Dark Legacy quest that I knew nothing about just playing the game. I mean, that just ticks me right off. Like, I cannot tell you guys. About to put up a quasi review, and then I'll complete it when I'm done with these DLCs. I'm playing, I'm not watching. Oh, good grief, guys. That was a load of content. That is a pro. But yeah, missable content is definitely a con. And let's see, are there any other pros or cons we want to hash out at this point? Um, I'll say a confuddled inventory system in general because it's impossible to find stuff in the inventory screen. And I do think the game would have benefited from streamlined skill and inventory system. I think both systems did hold the game back. Definitely. And I would still recommend the game. Oh, shoot. I almost forgot, dude. The crashes, right? Oh my gosh. We're all jumping randomly. Yeah, we couldn't forget that. All right, yeah, that's definitely going in there. Oh, man. Would I say it's the case that the game did not deserve the overwhelmingly positive response evidenced by the Steam reviews? And I would say no. I do think it is deserving of the praise. I do think it is deserving of the positive reviews. I do think it is a good game. However, it is not the perfect game. I want to emphasize and stress that. It was close. Super close. But not quite there, not quite touching it, right? Dreaming of Michelangelo, but not quite painting the... Oh, great. Freaking... The Sistine Chapel. Yeah. This is not exactly the Sistine Chapel of games, okay? That's what I want to emphasize. It's more like the Venus de Milo, I guess, with the arms missing. Whatever,
Be
dude.
happy to help you join your brother.
Kill the Witcher!
Alright, you get to die next.
You'll never learn.
Yeah, you're already dead, dude.
Get the Witcher!
I think shield enemies are just annoying to fight.
Damn it.
And I hate how I get completely interrupted when I attack. Like, I can't whirl against these guys. Yeah, Grawl jumping randomly is definitely something that should have been looked at. And I'm in post game, like, I'll probably just use the Grandmaster Forgotten Wolf set once I finally hit level 40. And I'll just be done with it, okay? I really don't care. No one here had to die, by the way. No one here had to die. If Ewald was that concerned with getting revenge, he definitely should have taken it into his own hands. I don't understand why Lambert and Ewald and Letho have to pull Grawl into everything they do. Just, it's crap, man. Vile. I don't know how diligent I need to be in searching this place. Considering I missed all the diagrams, like, it really doesn't freaking matter. Yep. Freaking pisses me off. And every game that's like this runs that same risk, right? Elden Ring had the same problem. But I think Elden Ring can be differentiated from Witcher 3 in the sense that I think all of the positives that were going for that game completely and totally eclipsed all of the negatives, right? I mean, it was Game of the Year material 100%. And I said that back when I was playing the game. I do plan on getting the DLC, although I haven't gotten it yet, because it's a whopping $40 for the DLC. and it remains to be seen if it's worth it. At this point, I'm not the kind of guy that pre-orders games. I like to know that I'm getting my money's worth first before I jump in. I like to wait until things are on sale before I actually do buy. And yeah, looking back, I do recall referring very closely to the guide in Elden Ring. And yeah, if you're at home and you want to play Witcher 3 in today's day, or you're watching this and you want to play it, I would strongly encourage you to use the guide. Because if you're like me, I'm a good gamer. I wouldn't not call myself a pro level player. I'm not an e-gamer or anything like that, or elite player. I would say I am above average in terms of my gameplay, in terms of like role-playing games and overall gaming ability. I think I'm above average. And yeah, I would say you can't know everything, right? You can know things, you can't know everything though. And players should not, I cannot emphasize that enough. Players should not be penalized for that. They should not be punished for that, dude. I should have a way of going back and dismantling this stupid friggin' figurine. And again, this is part of the problem too, 100%. 100%. There are way too doggone many things in the inventory screen, right? I mean, I couldn't even tell you where to find that figurine that I got on the screen. I have no idea where to find it. Krone's doll, Ocean Violet. There's just too much stuff here. I think this is it. Yeah, there's way too much stuff here. And yeah, it says item needed to complete a quest. How would you know? How would you know that you need to dismantle this? You have no way of knowing, as far as I'm concerned. Like, you have absolutely no way of knowing. This is a cool looking set. I don't think it's better than what I had on. And then there, it says the spectacles, you could wear them. I don't know where they are though. Spectacles should have also been returned to my inventory. But why isn't it treated as a mask? And it clearly said that it was. It says empty. Why does it say empty? I don't actually know. Oh. And gosh, guys, I guess that is... those are my main complaints. Yeah, even my old stuff is better than this stuff. Just made very fresh in my mind all of my complaints about the game. Now, I'd say overall, it is a good game. I would not say it is a quote-unquote bad game. Okay, King. Oh, there it is. Alright, what did it say? Belonging to the professor? An assassin for hire. Okay, alright. Alright, nice. Sadly, I will not be decked out in Viper because the game sucks. And it's okay, I wasn't planning on replacing the Forgotten Wolf anyway. It seems like the Forgotten Wolf is going to be better anyhow, once I get it upgraded.
Damn candles.
I'm the kind of guy...
Daniels will be here soon. Damn it. Secret passage. Where is it?
And I talked about this in the Oxenfree review. Oxenfree 1 and 2 review. I'm the kind of guy that likes going through the game at my own pace. on my own terms, exploring the world and experiencing it for myself. And I can't really do that when there are all of these little Easter eggs and things that are hidden in the game that I otherwise would have known nothing about. Otherwise, how would I know that? How would I know that? It just ticks me off that that's even in the game. It really does. Because I'm someone who does want to fully experience the game, and I feel like I should be able to do that just playing the game. Alright, I gotta find a way out. How much time is left in the episode, aside from my rant? Got about an hour left today's episode. After this, the plan is I will play Red Dead Redemption 2. I'd say there's no plan as of yet to play the Elden Ring DLC. I do know of it. I do know about it.
Air seeping through the cracks. Passage must be here. How do I open it?
I don't understand why I can't complete the figurine quest after completing this quest. That does not make sense to me. Find the way out of the vault using your Witcher senses. Cool. Is there a switch or something? Because I do remember seeing that as an option to look through her wares. I just don't know why I wasn't given a second chance to. Why wasn't I given a second chance on that? Whatever, just give me all your loot. Who cares? Can't do it. I don't care. Just get over it. Early. Oh, boy. We're looking for like a switch or something. I don't know. Here we go.
Nick of time. Now to get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't know stuff, I mean, it can take a long time to figure stuff out if you don't know. Like, I'm playing the game Case of the Golden Idol right now. I think I told you guys about that. It's one of the games I'm playing off stream. Man of Medan is another one of the games that I'm playing off stream. And comparatively speaking, let's take the Case of the Golden Idol first. Case of Golden Idol is a puzzle game. Very different from this game. You have to put clues together to ultimately piece together a narrative of what happened relevant to a crime scene. Basically, in a historical context. And what the game does well is put the pieces out, lay out all the pieces for you to decipher and interpret what those pieces mean. And the game does not hold your hand. There is a hint system in the game, and they do help you understand mistakes. For example, things aren't always what they seem, and don't rely on your conclusions are two things that are, I think, important tenets of the game. Don't just assume. But there are times like where I'll be playing that game and I'll just be stumped. Like I was stumped like for a good 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. Because I'm not exactly a crime scene investigator, so I just look at the evidence and I'm trying to piece it together what it all means. It's not always obvious. Like the case today, I looked back at the evidence after they explain what really happened. I look back at that evidence to try to confirm what the story said or how the story went. And even that evidence that I was looking at was not very obvious. It was, if I'm being honest, a bit vague, a bit ambiguous what exactly the evidence was pointing to or referring to. And you have to, in a sense, be good at reading between the lines. Not just what's on the page, but reading between the lines. Seeing stuff that's not exactly there. Or that might be just not very obvious. Not very clear. It's a very good head scratcher of a game. Like, it's a very good puzzle solving game. And I have had a good experience playing that game so far. Man of Medan is a bit different. It's more choice-based gameplay. I think the problem with Man of Medan is it kind of plays like a movie versus a video game a little bit too much. I think they do give you choices, and from what I can tell, the choices do have a bearing on gameplay. For example, you could pick up a weapon, and then you could perhaps use the weapon to alter the course of events in the story. But what I mean is, you're playing through, and you're like basically watching a series of cutscenes in Man of Medan. Whereas with this, I feel like it's like 90% gameplay, 10% cutscene. Whereas with that game, I think it's more like 50-50. Like 50% gameplay, 50% cutscene. Like you kind of just watch how everything goes. Alright, can I hold off? Hold off on completing that. How do I dismantle this thing? At least I can complete one of the quests. Oh, yeah, I feel horrible about that Viper set. But, I mean, fudge. How would I have known about that? 112. Who can dismantle? A blacksmith can? I'm just going to use these straight up. I think these will be actually better anyway. Yes, there are jump scares in Dark Pictures, Man of Medan. Nice, you're still open. That's very nice.
So,
And
Actually do have a special order for you.
Oh, that's fantastic. Mark my words, you'll be satisfied.
I would say the game is not very scary. I'm someone who's very hard to scare. Even with jump scares, I'm very hard to scare. And I think a complaint that I would make about Dark Pictures Man of Medan is they encourage you to play a certain way by limiting your choices. So it's not like a free choice type of game. They give you they give you a few choices, and then you can choose from among the choices available. And one of the options is sometimes not saying anything. Can he make the what? Your journeyman armor. Okay, apparently he can make quite a bit. Oh, just not what I need. Okay, repair, good. 1268. No, I don't need to do that. I need to do this. And yeah, how I would have known to do this is beyond me. Look for her bird here. Where's the bird? The bird is the word. Yeah. And good luck. Good luck is all I can say if you didn't know you had to do that.
So long.
Now I have to go in and read it. Oh, man. Skellige Shawl. Like, for example, am I supposed to destroy that too? Where did... Oh, is it here? No, where did that go? Count Rami's will. Okay, alright, let's look up that shawl really fast, because I am sick and tired of getting bamboozled by this game. I think I have an overall positive opinion so far of Dark Pictures and Medan. The graphics are good. I do like horror games. I think they tend to be compelling. This one's no exception. Jonna. Who's Jonna? Is that... Oh, that's the herbalist. Alright, she kind of died. Okay, I guess I won't... why was that added to my inventory? I don't know. Alright, quest. Let's do this quest, I guess. Some of the pros with this game can be seen as cons, right? Like, the character models, you could say that it creates an unrealistic beauty standard and is actually a negative, and I wouldn't really disagree with that line of thinking. Okay, art or whatever castle. Yeah, these glasses are great. I was gonna say the amount of content, right?
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of
You will definitely get a lot of value out of this game. That's a plus. A con, however, is the world is so big that it is likely you'll miss stuff just playing through the game. I think there's like a very popular video on YouTube where it's like 10 things that Witcher 3 players missed, because the world is so freaking big that most people will probably miss a decent amount of stuff just doing what I did, like just playing through the game, trying to have a good time. Yeah. From what I understand, by the way, we have to complete this quest prior to completing the Open Sesame quest, based on the wiki, which, again, I didn't know that either. Because I would have just played through, beaten that quest, Open Sesame, and just kept playing the DLC. Okay, Dark Legacy. Search the ruins of Arnsrone Castle. That's what we're doing now. Because I'm sick and freaking tired of missing stuff in the game just by playing the game. Okay, it sends me one way and then I gotta go another. I believe the reason it does that is because it's trying to find the most efficient route. And it has to recalibrate based on where you are directing Geralt. Yeah. Now to compare this to World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft does have a new expansion coming up, the War Within. And my comments on it have been that I do not plan to get it, at least not right away. That'll kind of be like Elden Ring, where I'll wait and see what the critical reception is first, and then go based on that. Try to get it on sale as well, because as of this video, World of Warcraft does still have a subscription model. Yeah, hi. Castle Ruins. Where do these wolves keep coming? You can really do this? Did that do anything? What the frick? Stop. I think I'm losing. Teleported behind the tree, huh? I can't. Gotta keep an eye on my thing. Oh, I did not. What did I do? Stop. Yeah, I'm losing the fight. Inventory. Kind of annoying. I probably should look up lessons too while I'm at it. Instead of just randomly trying stuff. Yeah, this would be good. It's a lesson, by the way. Games that I think are great, I keep going back to: Magic the Gathering Arena, Hearthstone. I think if I had to rank them, it would be like number 1, Magic, number 2, Hearthstone, number 3, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And the reason I say that is because the Demetrium and Relict. Magic is continuously adding to the game. They always have new cards. I made like a really cool Eldrazi deck. Demetrium. Yep. Okay. Okay, I gotta do this. We should be going down pretty fast now. He's summoning these wolves, I'm pretty sure. Where are you now? I'm gonna die. I have the relic oil too, so I should be hitting him harder than ever before. Like this, stupid wolf. You can't. Out of bombs. This one was hard to kill. All 37. This wasn't even part of the quest, by the way. I don't know what this was about. Wolves everywhere. Like tallow. Yeah, this was interesting. Okay, these are the actual ruins.
Come on.
Yeah, Warg, what it was a Warg, I don't know. I did notice on not Master Duel, but Magic the Gathering that they did take away daily deals. I don't know if that's permanent. I hope not. Because I do like being rewarded just for logging in. That's a good feeling. And yeah, I like how well there are commonalities between the card games. Let's see if I can talk and play at the same time. I think Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! Both suffer from the same thing. Actually, all three of them suffer from the same thing. It's that they have unbalanced cards. Like there was a card today called Kemba Outfitter. I never even seen the card before. Apparently it's banned in most formats and for good reason because it basically makes it possible to eliminate your opponent on turn 2. Which I don't know how that got past playtesting. I don't know, but okay. Completely busted in the format I was in, which is historic. Yu-Gi-Oh! Also has that problem. And so does Hearthstone. Hearthstone has it in the form of like Reno. Reno is very powerful. The new Zeliax is like completely busted, bonkers. Yeah, we need some light. Count Romley's journal. There's another quest tied to this. Let me see if I can look it up really fast so I don't miss it. I mean, it might be late for that. What's the broken card in Hearthstone? Reno and yeah, Zeliax. And then in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a little bit harder for me to depict. It's like, I think it's called Magma Hut Bestial. And I think a bigger problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Why I rank it 3 is because the turn counter in the game I think is just straight busted. There are times where I will concede after like 10 seconds of not doing anything, and then my opponent, like today I had a game where I was sitting there for like 5 minutes waiting for my opponent to do something. And then they finally timed out. But I think 300 seconds is way too freaking long. Yeah. Secret of Count whatever. Harnished key. I think I might have missed something. I think Yu-Gi-Oh's bigger problem is there are too many cards. It's hard for me to specify what cards exactly are unbalanced because there are just so many cards. And I saw a thumbnail of a video on YouTube that it's like, how does Yu-Gi-Oh today compare with Yu-Gi-Oh back when we were kids? And the simple answer is that it doesn't. Right? It doesn't. Like I was looking at it up today, Celtic Guardian. Celtic Guardian was a very popular card back when I was a kid, back when Yu-Gi-Oh was big, back when I still had cards to play with before my mom threw them away. And that card, it was considered competitive. Like, maybe not very competitive back in the day, but it was playable. Today, it's like that card completely sucks. Alright, there's like a body out here. I need to find it. And yeah, how would I have known about that? I have no idea. Mushrooms. I know about mushrooms. Oh, there it is. Alright. Cool. And I guess I'll add that to my review on Facebook that I'm working on. I did something similar for Halo the Master Chief Collection, and it helps me organize my thoughts and ideas regarding the games I play, because there are times where, like, especially with this game, like it's a 100-hour playthrough, it's hard to consolidate those ideas. And a Facebook post is a great way to do that as a type of script that I could then read while I'm recording the TikTok review. What was I going to say? Diagram system. My biggest complaint with the diagram system is that it makes it harder than just allowing players to acquire the armors. Needlessly complex. And this is something that I often talk about too in my game reviews, is the spectrum of the complexity of game design systems. Where I think, and I've said this before, games do not need to be very complex. I think it's a misconception that complexity is good in games. It's not always good. This is either Igni or Ard, I think. Okay, it was Ard. Did you kill the count? For example, in this game, I have a bunch of the diagrams, right? And I would have been given the Viper diagrams if I bought them from that lady. However, you have to then take the diagrams and build the armor in this game. Whereas I think something like Elden Ring has a better system. You can buy the armor directly with the boss soul, as I recall, is how it worked. But basically all you had to do is beat the boss to get their armor. Which is a good and fine way to do it, actually, because it makes it easier to get the armor. And Ridley, Fashion Souls is half of these games, right? Having a cool looking character is basically what it comes down to. Everyone wants a cool looking character. And giving players plenty of choices of armors, making them different, maybe some harder to get, some easier to get. That was it. A variety of armors and ways to get the armor gives players more ways of customizing their gameplay, their experience. The way they design their character, the way I design my character is an extension of my personal expression, really. And I think that's what originally drew me to World of Warcraft, is there were so many different ways to play, right? Like you could play... In this game, it's very narrow. Like you have to be a Witcher. But in World of Warcraft, like you could be a Death Knight, you could be a Warlock, you could be a Mage, a Shaman. And yes, Hearthstone also borrows that strength. Multiple ways and venues to play. And now I only play like Death Knight and Demon Hunter on Hearthstone. If they make WoW free to play, I'll probably level up some of my alts. Hort's Herbs. I think it should tell you what quest the items are attached to. Because I feel like it's a little bit too ambiguous. If it just says it's connected to a quest, like there are too many items in the game. In this game. Hard to filter through all of that. Like I'm like, What goes where? Search the ruins of Count Romilly's castle. Found the ruins. Yeah. Inventory. My toxicity is low, so what I wanted to do is take one of these. Yep, cockatrice. If I'm saying that right. Be fine. Okay, it can be used one additional time. Nice. Search the ruins of the castle. Yes. Okay, this is new. Alright, that was it. Nice. I do think Elden Ring had a good system because they had a lot of armor, right? To get different armors, you can fight like different characters. Like I still remember I had the Royal Remain set that I used for a while. Because it looked cool. And I had to beat like a special mini boss to get it. That other players might not have fought. And so it made it different and unique and a way of me feeling good about my character that I developed. Okay, alright. This game has some of that going on. But yeah, World of Warcraft. Like, World of Warcraft was man, that was a game. That was a game. Like, even South Park had to talk about it in that episode, Make Love Not Warcraft. Yeah, it was like a world to explore. You could explore it with your friends. Like, I think the best thing about video games. Alright, meet Shani. Yeah, we're just gonna have to miss that armor, by the way, the Viper set. Yeah. Too bad, so sad. We didn't select the buy option, I guess, when we had it, and now we're screwed. It's great. It's great. And apparently there's no way to go back in there in the game. Okay, take him to Olgerd.
Got to turn and mix from time to time.
Empty herring barrel. Stinks of fish.
Fish and bloomers. All stink after 3 days.
What are they doing?
Play. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches is sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private.
Go ahead.
Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come.
I was hoping to just drop it off, man, because I had stuff to do.
That's better. Alright, what do you have for me?
Max Bersodi's house, as requested.
A lot of people had to die to get that, so enjoy.
Ah, Horst must be livid.
He's not.
No?
He's not anything except dead. His brother, same
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
A few others too.
Complete bloodbath.
Stones you've got. But I didn't think you'd have the stomach for a massacre.
Oh, think I might find the stomach for another, once your final wish is fulfilled.
You really don't like me, do you?
Hate smartasses. Hate it when they try to use me. It's why both brothers are dead, and why you should tread carefully.
Noted. Now I have some advice for you. The Borsodis aren't worth your tears. Sons of bitches to a man.
The Borsodis.
Okay, let's get this over with, dude. I got more quests,
Auction.
Worse.
including another DLC.
They
So
evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
All in all, not really. Just asking out of courtesy.
Commendable manners. You need something.
Nothing more, don't think. I'm off to entertain your brother.
Break a leg. Literally.
I just want to get the tattoo off my face, dude. Alright, and because I didn't complete Dead Man's Party, I have to complete that now too.
Fists are itching for a fight.
Honor the
What's
fatherland.
this? Cat eyes.
Everyone to me! To me!
Well, the Witcher.
But anyway, back to World of Warcraft. I think what made it such a successful game is it adapted so many different playstyles. Like, you could solo the entire game. Or you could just go solo. Now, admittedly, you would not be able to raid without talking to some other folk and cooperating with them. You would not be able to do dungeons, but you could do like world quests, you could farm, you could PvP. Absolutely, you could PvP as a soloer. And yeah, on the flip side, if you're a very social person, yeah, you could do parties, you could do raids, you could also PvP there. You could just explore the world and do quests. And yeah, you definitely felt cool with your like Lokdalar and Rokdalar back in the classic days. Like, I never actually did get it on my original account, but during the time of WoW Classic, I was able to get them finally. So that was nice, being able to get those. Then I got the Plague Heart set for Warlock. Like, those were good times, definitely. Did not get the Swift Zulian Tiger. Never eluded me. So couldn't get the Swift Razashi either. I did get the replacement version on my retail account.
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
A wedding? Whose?
A dear friend's. From the academy. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the censer?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for, so I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
I don't know. I was thinking about getting Dead Space 2. It was under my magic number of $20.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries.
I decided not to because although it did receive some rave reviews, most of them were below like 60 hours, and I tried to look for games that are at least 100 hours played at time of review. I'm looking for content.
That looks just
Yes,
a
sir.
little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell.
Did that renew my
crypt? It's a full-blown mausoleum.
metering bombs? Yes, I like the damp, I like the dark, I like the spooky. I guess I have to amend that. I like the dry more than the damp. But I like the quiet, I like the dark. Sure. Looking for a key. Alright, some swords, some crowns. I like that for the stuff, of course. And yeah, Viper set was not a bad looking set. I think they should make it reasonable to get armors. I didn't mean to do that. Was there a key or... Okay.
Wraiths.
Oh.
Show me what you got.
But yeah, going back to Dark Pictures. I know, guys. I'm going back and forth.
Surprises? Sure hope so.
MMOs, card games, indie horror. What? Okay, sword.
Vladimir von Everek, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room.
What? I missed what that said. Dang it. What did that say? I had to equip it, or... yeah.
Life and death, fire and blood. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed.
Like, in Dark Pictures, they want you to marry the character, and I feel like life is more nuanced than that.
Arise as a friend, for I am no foe.
I guess, like, getting married to someone is one of the more
Arise
momentous
from the
decisions you
dust,
can make.
Ye whose blood I have brought. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire.
I had such a good time with WoW Classic. I had 3 mains. Orc, Hunter, and...
Fire and blood, life and death.
Hunter, Warlock, and
I
Paladin.
summon ye, whose blood I have brought.
Orc, Human, and Gnome.
Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everek.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina.
What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everic's rise only for von Everic blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd. Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestitis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again.
Of course, I wasn't able to talk him out of it. I gotta kill all of your ancestors, dude? Ow.
My. Ornery whoresons those von Everic's, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everic, brother to Olgierd.
See the resemblance.
Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is.
Yeah, what was their problem?
Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Mentioned you like to enjoy yourself. Well, just so happens that's why I'm here. Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't
Why doesn't he
give
just
to
talk
ride
to his
by
brother?
his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
People got me doing all their
Interesting.
stuff, like personal stuff.
Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils!
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I'll go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
What?
Come on, we're wasting time.
I'm not to waste time. Sir, time is all I've left.
You this big a pain
I
in the
have
ass when
to
you were
bring him
alive,
someone
too.
possessed.
Do not anger me, boy. If I've but one night, I want to revel properly, not watch others enjoy themselves.
So what do you propose?
I've an idea.
Can I bring him his brother?
Not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
What is this going to be, like a hangover type situation?
Geralt, wake up. Open your eyes. smell insults.
Got possessed, dude. Literally.
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promise to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt? What's happened to you?
Geralt? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
It's his fault.
A pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, Olgerd's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Need to set a few ground rules.
And I needn't do a thing save have the time of my life, which is exactly what I aim to do.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going
There's
on
a
here?
ghost. I already said it.
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
But what if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
Weekend at Bernie's type stuff?
I see.
Splendid.
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow?
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin. With me, you shall enjoy an evening to top all others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
Dude, those glasses are amazing. That's the best thing about this game.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me,
I don't like your
honestly
hairdo.
now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then the haylofts we shall devastate together.
I'll just throw him off the
Let's
trail.
say we were more than friends once upon a time.
You tried to hide it, but I smelled a tryst. I know a thing or two about men, you see. A shame, though. I'd have satisfied her well. But no cavalier would rot in another's garden. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
I just don't need to see another sex
Onward.
scene,
I'll be
honestly.
right behind you.
I mean, it's right. The series is already not doing well, but I think that's even more the case when
A comely maid. You're quite the fool if you've not ploughed her yet.
Keep your paws off her.
I'm to enjoy myself. Can I help it that I best like tumbles in the hay with fleshy lasses?
sure you do, dude. I'm sure you do. What is this?
Grave. Tried to crawl in through the well. Broke his neck.
Meaning the scabby runt wished to rob our family crypt.
Yeah, I gotta go back then. That was the key that I needed all along.
Why do you paw through my ancestors' bones? On your way, leave the dead to rest in peace. Are you a witcher or a scavenger? Hands off the family heirlooms.
Shut up. I do what I want.
Yeah, I thought you said you wanted to have a good time. I gotta... get paid to do it. What's this? Let me put it this way. I think it's easier to have a good time if you're paid. Oh, what the...
Spiders. The creepers make us sweet to shut tight.
There, of course, was a way to go too out the other side. Oh, boy. Kill them all. Oh, okay. All right. Were you gonna warn me about that, Vladimir, or just Yeah, I have too much now. I'll have to drop that. Was this the other way? If I go down... Oh, yep, it is. Alright, let's get out of here. I think we wasted enough time.
This whole witcher's life, what's it like?
Don't
Sucks.
wanna know.
If indeed I didn't, I'd not have asked. Go on, tell
You
me.
run around doing chores for
Like
people,
it.
basically. You're basically an errand boy.
Those signs, I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight, what I would rather is what matters.
I mean, they're like Jedi powers, dude. You could shoot out a blast, you could set things on fire, create a trap. What are the others? You can create a force field around yourself, and you can influence the minds of people. I think that's all of them, right? Yeah.
I remember that mill. Whenever Olgierd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yaramir caught us. Those were the days.
I was trying to figure out where he was. And there was a movie like that too, wasn't there? Oh yeah, yeah. It was Blade Runner, right? Blade Runner 2049. I was trying to remember. I'm like, yeah, that was the scene in that movie where he basically, yeah. And spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen it, he pays a hooker. From what I recall, he hires someone basically to be possessed by his robot girlfriend, so that way they could have sex, basically. I don't want to worry about all this stuff. Can I kill these for reds? I need 4 reds. I can't get roll off enough here. And the only reason you had to die is because I need the red.
Knickers surface here. Dig their way out.
Apparently there's an achievement tied to destroying every nest in the game, just FYI. I don't plan on getting the achievement. Yeah, I don't plan on getting it, considering the raw amount of in-game work that would take. I just want to beat the game at this point, okay?
No sign of her yet. We need to wait.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Mean to go in wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Oh my gosh. So I'm glad we don't have ghosts.
What do you mean? What about that?
Can you imagine how annoying life would be if we had ghosts? Good gosh. Good gosh.
Oh no, we're not gonna steal.
Come now. We're merely borrowing.
Ah, this'll do wonderfully.
Kidding. I'm sure she's not going to see you just swipe stuff.
Tailor-made. Now for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding. And we must be neat. May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
Be assured, you'll like me even better when you come to know me more intimately.
How intimately?
Enough to get a sense of my assets, my dear. Trust me, they're nothing to scoff at.
May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This way, my strawberry.
I do like his game, or whatever they call it. His Riz.
Hello, world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids.
I hate her hairstyle
But
so
none
much.
compared to you, my dear rhubarb. Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely Rowan.
Alright, maybe the
making
cutscenes are more like
necklaces with
25.
When I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my Rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Wow.
Time to meet and be greeted.
Or experience, holy cow.
Be nice now.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn.
Oh, jeez.
My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you, expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
I was like, about time. Dang, I'm bored over here. What? Oh my gosh.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned King of the Swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady, meaning.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose.
Coming up on the end.
Hey, any man can try
This
his luck.
episode.
All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
Sounds
Alright.
like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honoured. Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the Witcher give it a run.
Like, I'm the kind of guy that doesn't need for there to be lovemaking scenes in the video game.
Worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movements, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker.
I guess I'm savvy.
Come on, Piggy.
Okay,
Got a
hold
nice
on.
and cozy pen for you.
Savvy about that sort of thing. Oh, you're not supposed to go this way.
You
Go
see
back.
that, Shani? One pig pen.
Oh, is that good? Okay, whatever. Okay, here's another one. Yippee-ki-yay.
Feel foolish, peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig-chasing skill in a long time.
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they? Go on, admit it.
My family had many pens, but that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man.
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favour. Here.
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch. Brandish it on your horse so that all folk may see.
What do you say to that, Shani? Ever witnessed such agility?
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs through muck. You were a joy to watch.
Well, I'm a natural and much more, my dear. My sweet.
How does my heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course, but still. Yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the
It's like a
garden.
5 at best.
Splendid
Anyway.
choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everegg does his thing.
I guess, like, the way I see it, lovemaking is kind of like eating and breathing. Like, yes, people do it.
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a
That's not me.
lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature. And now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But well, don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I know it all for us both. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? Then how...
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Lesky, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
You
Let's
shan't
get-
keep me from anything.
Stick to your guns.
Hayseed.
Lads, mutants calling us names.
Stand down, swineherds, or Lord Witcher will give you a bloody mighty drubbing. Now, where's a plowing fence board when you need it?
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
You gotta stand your ground and stick to your guns. It means you gotta hurt people.
The perfect weapon for sweaty ass.
That's machismo manhood for you.
Fit for your job, you plowing gentle fuck.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else
Yeah, give him the
wants a
wood.
shave? Damn
Give him the wood.
creamed me. Embarrassing to have a licking from peasant spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everett. A Witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Don't. You must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
We're in control.
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess, you do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
I never really understood, like, why the need for overprotectiveness. Like, I've never been that protective of my sister. She's found love. She's very happy in her relationship. I mean, admittedly, I've not been the most supportive of their relationship, but I haven't exactly been destructive to it either. Like, I haven't been trying to protect her from her girlfriend. I don't see the point, really. Like, it's one thing if you know they have, like, an agenda, or they're, like, you know they're womanizer, you know they're out to hurt them, but I mean, like, right off the bat like that, like, you're just not gonna know, right? I think she just has to figure out for herself, and I mean, and like in this case, I would say it's just very premature. Like they didn't really know what Geralt was planning. They didn't really know what kind of guy he was, and so I don't think it's reasonable for them to fight over nothing. Basically, like, was it worth it for you to black eye for that? Like, I don't think it was.
My dear girl, what don't I have up my sleeve? I'd gladly demonstrate. Perhaps behind the barn?
I think you've demonstrated enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves, all right? You don't have all that much time left.
Your wish is my command, milady. I'd never deny a maid so fair-featured. Off we go. So so good to shake the kinks from one's bones. We must find more fun.
I think I'm feeling the end of this episode coming on. Okay, yep. 2 hours, sure enough. I can't access my inventory. Guess while I'm him, I can't. Yeah, I would say... Quick saves are not as good as the normal saves, because, again, we couldn't go back. This was from today. Yeah, so that wouldn't do me any good. See, the manual saves are still there. I mean, it's alright, dude, like... It is a drag about the Viper School, but... You know, it's like, what can we do at this point? Yeah, I see it. We're getting close to the end of the game. We've got, I think, about half a DLC and 1.5 DLCs left, basically. We're almost done with this DLC. We've got one more DLC, and then we'll be on to the next game. So I'm not going to sweat it too much. Like we're basically in the post game now. That's how I see it. We've already beaten the game. We're just doing the DLCs as a type of victory lap. Trying to experience fully the story, fully the extra content. I'm busy enough with Witcher 3. I have 2 other games on the roster right now, Red Dead and Control to stream. And yeah, I'm gonna wait and see the Elden Ring DLC. I mean, I have plenty of other stuff to play, and the Steam Summer Sale's coming up. If Baldur's Gate 3 gets, I don't know, I'd say at least below $30, I think I'm gonna feel okay buying it. If it gets below $20, I'll feel even better, of course. And yeah, I might give Dead Space a try then if it goes back under $20. I noticed Kingdom Hearts is available. Might stream that. Excuse me. And yeah, 0 viewers. So I'm just gonna do my thing here on the show. If you've enjoyed, please do hit the like button, share, subscribe. Venmo, like I said, my birthday's coming up. So you can make it that much better by passing me a friendly donation. And Google, YouTube, your gift to me might as well be getting my channel out there. You know, so I have more than 0 viewers. It would be nice if I had 10K, if I had 5K viewers. Or if not viewers, subscribers, I'd also be fine with that. Build my fan base so I can call people my Storm champions. It doesn't just seem like I'm talking to myself in a quiet room. You know, not that there's anything wrong with that, because I mean, it may be the case that people stumble upon these episodes, you know, a week from now, a month from now, when I get done streaming, I might discover it and be like, wow, what a great show, what a quality show. I can't believe it's been undiscovered all this time. But until then, I say thank you for watching. Please remember to support. Have a nice night. I've been your host, Stormer Show, signing off.